Now, in refuting our position or other reasons, these are some terms that are used. I want to explain them, so when I'm explaining the questions, you understand what we are saying. Sometimes the word used or the term used is rajih or marjuh, that the opinion that we practice is the rajih one, and the one that is being practiced by the Jamiatul Ulama or the Hizbul Ulama is the marjuh one. Rajih means the one that has priority as far as evidence and proof is concerned, and marjuh is the one that of lesser priority. So what they are saying is that we are practicing on a decision which is marjuh, less authentic or less strong, and you are practicing on the stronger one, the rajih one. Or the other one used is you are practicing in what is ahwat, more cautious, and the Hizbul Ulama are practicing on something which is less cautious. And another term which I'll go on to afterwards is preferred or not preferred, pasandida, ghair pasandida, or mujtahid fi. I'll explain that separately. Now, coming back to these terms, that this is a rajih or a marjuh. I'll explain mujtahid fi also, so it all comes under one explanation. When scholars have disputed on sound evidence and there is two opinions, so you will say this masla is mujtahid fi, there is dispute amongst the scholars in this particular masla. So because they made ijtihad, they derived something and deduced it based on sound evidence, that masla has become mujtahid fi. I'll give you a very simple example. In the Hanafi fiqh, when we read salah, on every takbir we do not raise our hands to the ears. Whereas you look at in other schools of thought, when they go in ruku, they say Allahu Akbar, they raise their hands to the ears before going to the ruku, which they term as rafi' yadayn. Now, both practices, the practice of the Hanafi school of thought of not raising the hands, and the practice of the other schools of thought of raising the hands, are from sound hadith in the Sahih kitabs of hadith. Only difference is Imam Abu Hanifa alayhi rahmah, when he was looking at these hadiths, he prioritized the hadith to be stronger, which states that we do not raise our hands. And the other ulama felt, due to their criteria, that this hadith is stronger. So they have the practice of raising their hands and we do not have. Now this masla has become mujtahid fi, a dispute between the scholars. Based on this, according to us, the rajih, the preferred or the rajih and stronger opinion is not raising the hands, whilst raising the hands is a less stronger concept which is practiced by the other schools of thought. Why I'm explaining that is that in argument it is mentioned that for unity or not causing commotion, you can practice on what is less stronger, just so that we can unite. Now just bear that opinion in mind. Similarly, the argument is raised that when something is mujtahid fi, there's two opinions, you can practice on either one. That is also being promoted. And both of them, I'll give an explanation why it doesn't work. The mujtahid fi aspect, there has to be sound proof for there to be both opinions to be of a level to be mujtahid fi. First of all, mujtahid fi, a disputed masla, is only something that is disputed in the Qarnul Awwal, in the times of the Prophet ﷺ and Sahaba. Any dispute after that will not be classified as mujtahid fi. The only aspect of moon sighting which is disputed and we accept as mujtahid fi is the fact that the Hanbali school of thought accepts the testimony of one witness and the Hanafi school of thought does not. That is the only aspect mujtahid fi in here. But for us, the serious concern is not the aspect of mujtahid fi or rajih marjuh, it's the aspect that the decision being taken is not based on sound sighting information. As you have been shown, the moon is not on the horizon, the moon is not old enough to be seen. So how can there be a sighting? And if there is no established sighting, it's not based on an opinion which is not less stronger, it's not an opinion in reality. So it's not an issue of rajih marjuh for us or mujtahid fi for us. It's for us, there is a complete doubtful opinion on one side and something that has to be authentically cited on the other side.